Revelation 4082. From the 11th of July 1947. With God nothing is impossible. Where all earthly help fails, God's love is often clearly revealed, which makes even the seemingly impossible happen so that people will learn to believe in Him and love Him above all else. There is no limit to God's power. What He wants will happen. Thus there is nothing that would be unattainable, because with God everything is possible. And so people frequently suffer unnecessarily throughout their earthly life, for if they want to be able to achieve extraordinary things, they need only ask God for help. He can always help, and He will always help. But they can only acquire this faith by practicing neighborly love, because every good deed establishes the connection with Him, thereby ensuring the acceptance of strength which, being God's emanation, also has to lead back to Him again. And thus a person must learn to believe, and he will be able to do so if he genuinely strives to ascend. In the last days before the end, the most amazing things will happen which seem to be supernatural but are merely the result of a person's will and his strength of faith. In this rests the whole explanation for everything that seems incomprehensible to you, but which is, in fact, only the result of a right way of life before God. Hence it is not enough that people formally call themselves Christians, that they profess the church they belong to, if they don't exemplify their Christianity and, by their way of life, demonstrate that they belong to the community of believers who represent the true Church of Christ. Living faith and active neighborly love is required in order to activate the strength of the Spirit. But then the human being has extraordinary strength at his disposal, because he is permeated by God's strength which has no limitation. Therefore a person can accomplish exceptional things with God's strength, just as God can also manifest Himself by providing the kind of help which appears to be supernatural, because it frequently happens when no further hope for help exists. With God nothing is impossible. Time and again a person should remind himself of this in every difficult situation. Then his faith will become so strong that there will be no more hardship for him. Through his attitude towards God, through his profoundly firm faith in His help, he will banish every adversity and thus calmly face every difficulty. And then God will certainly help him, since He will never let a strong faith be destroyed. With God nothing is impossible. He can accomplish whatever He wants, and He will accomplish everything if His children call upon Him as their loving Father and trust in Him without reservation. Then He will provide for all their needs and help them in all earthly troubles and difficult situations. For He is a God of love, and love will always give help because it wants to bestow happiness. Amen.